Welcome to the I Ching Cafe. My name is Belinda Dubston, and it is wonderful to have you here with me for our weekly I Ching forecast for the week commencing the 3rd of March 2025, our first full March weekly overview. And of course, if you have not yet done so, go and check out the monthly overview, which has just dropped, giving us an insight into the wonderful progress and new adventures that are waiting for us in this month if we put in the work and we get involved and we are willing to be open to new experiences. So enjoy that episode. Last week, we had the wonderful energy of 43 breakthrough, followed by 58 joy. The opportunity to smash through that glass ceiling as our story went last week, thinking about where are we stuck? What are the things that are holding us back? Okay, what do we need to push through and work through? And taking the energy to make a decision and parting with the past and moving forward. And so we worked with that energy, we took decisive action, and we smashed through where we were facing a limit, okay, a limiting belief, a physical limit, some kind of challenge where we just needed to push through that last little obstacle. And 58 joy, all about this wonderful energy of communication and expression and joy and love and energy and the opportunity to share that with others. So what came up for you in working with last week's energy? I do have a little silly example to share with you, which might help understand last week's energy. I have, for a very long time, wanted to write in a journal. And I always had this kind of phobia that one day when I'm dead, someone's going to get all these journals out, all right? They're going to pour over my terribly awful, deep, dark thoughts written out on these journals. You know, the weird ideas we have in our minds. Okay, and so I've always put it off. And I thought to myself last week, without even realizing just how in tune, okay, this energy of the I Ching is, that I thought, well, just decide what it is that you want to write about and be clear on what you want to write about. If you don't want to write about that kind of stuff, then don't. Okay, and so what I did, I went out and bought a diary, and every day sitting down and writing my insights from the day that was, highlighting a key theme, a key idea, a key word that came out of the day, and writing in my experiences of the day, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to just have a daily ritual of writing, of just getting the pen flowing and doing it. And I was so held back by this kind of idea that I had to write in a particular way, and then the consequences of that, the kind of the fear of being exposed for some stupid reason, and that became an obstacle. And so I've been writing, and it has been wonderful, and it's just brought me so much joy. So I was thinking, oh my goodness, here I am, I'm communicating, and I'm communicating that it doesn't really matter who picks up the book, because I'm sharing my thoughts of the day as if I was sitting down with you and having a cup of coffee, and I'm like, this is what happened, and this is what I thought about it, and this is like the metaphor, and this is what happened, like working through the process. Okay, so I know it's a very long example, but it just highlights for us the many different ways these hexagrams can come and emerge and give us feedback. And it was only then that I realized, oh, I've released the obstacle to my joy here. Now I can just write, okay, because I found this little space, I found this little idea of what it is I want to do. What would I chat about to a very, very dear friend? I don't want to write about all kind of dark whatever. I don't care about doing that. Okay, so there are other ways of dealing with those issues. Okay, so it was a liberating experience, and I hope that wherever these hexagrams came to bless you and give you guidance and support this week, that they did that and they gave you that energy, that you could make the breakthrough, push through the glass ceiling, smash it, and find your joy through it on the other side. Okay, so after that long story, this week's overview. What is the I Ching asking us to pay attention to this week? It is a locked hexagram. Okay, so you're not going to hear me go on about changing lines of this and timing and blah, 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 any of that stuff, or second hexagrams. There's one hexagram, one theme for us to work on, and in a way, it simplifies everything and gives us something really specific to double down and focus on. So this one this week is Hexagram 42 increase. Okay, so we have progress, right, for our monthly. And boy, we are into the first full week of March and we are going for it. Okay, Hexagram 42 increase. If we had to put this into a picture, it would be white water river rafting. Okay, so here you are in your canoe or your kayak or whatever you're going down, and you've got your paddle and you're going down the river, and here comes a section of white water. Okay, my immediate thought is, oh dear, I don't want to do this. Okay, but what it does is it talks about a period of time where everything speeds up. Okay, the opportunity to make massive progress in a very short space of time this week. Locked. No other things to distract us from this core focus. But you can imagine you're going into those rapids, right? And you are now got to paddle like crazy, because this is a short burst of energy. It doesn't last. And we have to take responsibility of going for it, right? Using the energy that's here, using the opportunity to leap forward, using that energy of increase, okay? So it is a time period where lots can be achieved, lots of growth can be achieved. How closely this ties to Hexagram 35 progress for March. It's just amazing, because here we have an intensity. Okay, this is not going to be a week where we are rolling around, wandering through the daisy fields. Okay, no. This is a week where it's full on. It's roller coaster stuff. Okay, now the image of like being on the roller coaster, you just woo, okay, that kind of energy. Everything speeds up. Okay, and we have to just accept that while we're in it, while we're in the white water, all we're going to do is paddle like crazy and go woohoo as we're going through it, and the thrill of this rapid progress. We always do have a choice. We can choose to shimmy over to the side of this river and say, I am not going down that white water. I am not, okay? You can make that choice, but you have to understand that you have to get your canoe, you have to get it out of the water, and you have to carry it on your back, and you have to make your way over the mountain pass to the other side where the rapids have eased out, and you have to put in a lot more effort to do it this way. So there's an opportunity for us to do a lot in a short space of time. We just have to have the courage to go for it, all right? And so that is what the week is calling us to do. Courage to go for it, to be brave and to be bold and to seize the day. Carpe Diem. This is the ultimate seize the day hexagram. I mean, it ties so beautifully to the monthly. It's amazing. Do not expect it to be calm and peaceful. Expect it to be rapid and fast, okay? And remember that increase can also be about massively quickly moving through big personal issues where you have a lot of inner obstacles. This week is the opportunity for us to really get through a lot of stuff in a short space of time, because the energy is there to accelerate everything for us. Things are accelerating, and our task is to seize the moment in that accelerating energy, is to not sit back and wait and be passive, but to lean into the fact that things are speeding up, things are rapidly reaching a new state, and we have to give everything we have to the process that's in front of us. I am curious to see. You know, the last few weeks have certainly felt like intense, hectic, high-speed weeks. So what does Hexagram 42 increase bring us in the week to come? We will all get to the other side and we can look back and see what happened. So go for it. Have courage. Grab your paddle and paddle as fast as you can, because the wonderful opportunity of the quiet water ahead is there, and we can bank huge progress in a very, very short space of time. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon at our next weekly overview, and happy paddling. Let's see the whites of our eyes as we move towards a whole new state of being, this new adventure we're on with our monthly. Let's see where we land up on the other side of the white water. Until then, take care.